The E-100, a 140-ton Tier 10 German heavy tank with heavy armor and a monstrous 15-centimeter gun. But armor alone isn't going to save you from players who target your weak spots.
Enemy armor damaged.
You need to know how to use your armor effectively and hide those fragile locations. Don't drive out into the open. Use cover. When engaging enemies around a corner, side scrape. Come out from behind a corner at an auto ricochet angle, bounce their shots, and fire. Now, what is an auto ricochet angle? When an AP shell impacts armor at an angle greater than 70 degrees, the shell will ricochet. This is of course not accounting for the 3 calibers rule, one of the main axioms of armor penetration. When the caliber of an armor-piercing or armor-piercing composite rigid shell is 3 times the nominal thickness of the armor it is impacting, it will attempt to penetrate it at any angle and ignore ricochet angles. If an AP shell would ricochet, some tankers will opt to fire high-explosive anti-tank ammunition, a type of shell only available on certain vehicles. Heat shells cannot overmatch, but only ricochet at angles above 80 degrees. This means if a heat shell's penetration is high enough, it can go through extremely well-angled surfaces. Keep those 2 variables in mind when applying armor angling tactics. In most cases, the turret of a tank is stronger than the hull. This is especially true for the majority of American tanks. Look at the T-30. It is absolutely helpless against this Centurion when it shows its hull. Hide it behind some rubble and look at how the situation changes. The Centurion is unable to penetrate the turret while the American can comfortably put shots into the Brit. However, remaining stationary allows an easy shot into a vehicle's, albeit small, weak spots. Rock your vehicle back and forth to prevent an easy shot. Some vehicles, like the E-75 and E-100, do not need to hide their entire hull as their upper plates are strong enough to comfortably absorb shots from their enemies, meaning all they need to do is hide their lower glacis plate. When moving towards an enemy, do not drive directly at them. This gives them an easy and comfortable shot at your weak spots, usually the vehicle's cupolas and lower glacis plate. Instead, move at an angle to maximize your armor's overall thickness. However, be careful when performing this maneuver in vehicles with thin side armor, especially medium tanks. For example, the E-50's side armor is not thick enough to withstand shots that are not at an auto ricochet angle, meaning skilled players can shoot your side armor when you over angle. This means you need to keep your side armor in auto bounce zone. This video serves only as an introduction to armor usage. Every vehicle in World of Tanks is different in their own way, and you need to know their own unique playstyles. Sometimes using your armor is not an option.